Whoopi Goldberg tried to say that a bakery in Staten Island denied her service because she was a liberal. But there's more to the story. Let's get to see what Whoopi says and a news feed that discusses it. Fair use, fair use.
My birthday dessert today was one of my mom's favorites from when she was a kid. And she talked about these all the time. They're called Charlotte Russe. And it's a sponge cake with whipped cream and a cherry on top. Now,
I'm just gonna say real quick, that looks amazing. And I would like to try it. So we'll see what happens.
I should tell you, Charlotte Russe has no political leanings. And the place that made these refused to make them for me.
Oh,
really?
Really?
Yes.
What? Oh.
No. Let me explain.
And here comes the liberal explaining. Let's see.
They said that their ovens had gone down, all kinds of stuff, but folks went and got them anyway, which is why I'm not telling you who made them. But can't be because I'm a woman, but perhaps they did not like my politics. Yeah. But that's...
No, it was because their boiler was down and other things were down because the shop is over 140 years old and the boiler was 70 years old, which is crazy how long a boiler, an American boiler, can last when made correctly. But that's beside the point, but let me let her continue.
It's okay, because you know what? Listen, this is my mother's celebration.
Yeah.
Pick these up and celebrate with me and my mom. Thank you, everyone, for celebrating my birthday today. I want you all to have a great day. Take a little time to enjoy the view and never let folks get you down. Yeah.
I must say, happy belated birthday to her. Whoopi Goldberg has played one of the most, in my opinion, the most iconic roles in Ghost, from Ghost. And like, I love that movie. And, you know, I always felt that the younger Whoopi Goldberg, you know, she got a lot of flack and stuff like for The Color Purple when she was pointing at Mister with that knife and everything. And like, you know, she get a little flack for that and stuff like that. But Whoopi Goldberg is a very, very good actress. I loved her in Sister Act 1 and 2. And if this is true, hey, I don't know. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to get to a news feed from Fox News. Yes, I know that Fox News is highly conservative and they like to spin thing like that. But I'm going to get to Fox News and let kind of the people explain what happened and stuff like that. So let's get to it and let's see what happens.
This before we went to break, now it's happening. Whoopi Goldberg causing problems for a bakery, and now a Staten Island bureau president is speaking. Let's watch.
And I think the bottom line here is, after we're going to call up Jill, who has had to endure something that she shouldn't have to endure. These people are up at 3 or 4 o'clock every morning. The sacrifices.
I'm going to say that's very true. Bakeries do be Batman bakeries. I don't know where they be at. When I be walking around as I'm going to the gym early in the morning, say I get up at like 4 o'clock and I leave 4:30 to catch the gym at 5 o'clock, I would smell this amazing buttery, raisin breadery type of cinnamon type of smell. I'd be like, where is it? Where is it? But I just say, listen, it's causing me to say, hey, I gotta focus. I have a goal and I go to the gym. But those Batman bakeries be really causing a brother to really want to eat some nice bread early in the morning. But I don't.
They've made, the holidays they've missed with their families. To make Staten Island better, they have sacrificed for 145 years. Rutherford B. Hayes was the president of the United States, for God's sakes. And they're still here and they're still strong. And they're not going anywhere, despite what other people on television have to say. And frankly, the people who defamed the Holterman family should apologize to the Holterman family for making stuff up to suit their needs. Not everybody wakes up every day and thinks about politics.
True.
A good business person doesn't care about anybody's politics. So with that, I'd like to call up Jill Holterman Bowers. She deserves 110% support. Jill, come on.
Before she comes up, I'm gonna say that, listen, people of Staten Island, I used to work as a bus driver for Accessoride, and I used to go around the 5 boroughs. I never had issues. Well, I had one. I can't say I never had any serious issues with the people of Staten Island. I had, a few little, scenarios, but those were older farts who were stuck in their older ass ways and stuff like that. So it is what it is. But the thing is, like, the young people of Staten Island, they showed me love when I used to drive around and go to certain places and everything. They would show me love. I would go and request to use the bathroom and stuff like that, buy a little something, and they would really be thankful that I even come into their shop, because they'll say that, hey, a lot of accessory drivers who come through don't really support the local businesses, and that's how I always was, especially when the food was good. I supported them. So let's hear what she has to say and what exactly happened.
It's a community that I have to tell you, I'm so overwhelmed by the support between finding out yesterday this even happened, getting phone calls, and then people coming in, people from all over just supporting us in every way. We had phone calls yesterday from Alabama. Guy says, I'm going to give you $50, send it to a school, send them donuts, send them cupcakes. Wow. The support has been so overwhelming, and I know how hard my family has worked to keep this business alive, and I wish my father was here today to see this. He would never believe it. My bakers come in 2 or 3 in the morning just to have donuts and rolls for everybody to come in and say, we have the best rolls ever. And you know what? It took my whole family. It takes everybody, the community that comes every day to see us. We have this everyday conversation with everybody. How's the family? How's this? This is what makes Holtimans.
I'm gonna speed this up a little bit.
It's the community. It's my fellow everything that come out, and us giving back to the community that makes this go round. And if it wasn't for you and Staten Island to make this work, we still wouldn't be here today. So I know my brother, Billy, work hard. Joe, my baker in the back, is here 6 days a week. He gives his heart and soul to this place. And you know what? My father always said, you do what you love. I'm telling you, this is my heart. And I thank you so much for everybody come out and support us with the Holtiman family. It means the world to me. It really does. Thank you so much.
I hear that.
Oh, good. Oh, good. The goodness prevails. And just a little background for those who know, they had a boiler here. Again, it's been here 145 years. They had a boiler that was 60 or 70.
Hold on. I'm going to stop. I'm going to go back because I want to hear exactly what happened.
Oh, good.
I want to hear it clearly, and I want you guys to hear it clearly as well.
Just a little background for those who know. They had a boiler here. Again, it's been here 145 years. They had a boiler that was 60 or 70 years old. And the first week in November, guess what? It went on the fritz. They had to be replaced. And the reputation of Holtimans is impeccable, so rather than commit to something they couldn't guarantee, they said we can't do it. And the person who besmirched and defamed them took that as an insult to her. Well, get over it. This family will be here for, God willing, another 145 years. And as Jill said, it's her family, it's the Staten Island community, it's the elected officials. And I hope if you're watching this across the country, go online and order something, and we'll mail it to you.
I would say this, yes. Like, I understand what it means when a boiler goes fritz. I give you a backstory. So in about, this was like this was 2013. So my aunt used to have oil, and it had an oil boiler and everything. And we used to go, and every winter we go and order oil and stuff. Every month order a certain amount of oil. Well, it was good when I took over and helped her out since 2010. Everything was good for those 2 years, 2010, 2011, 2012. Here comes 2013, a cold November day. I come over and flip up the boiler, nothing. I said, what's going on? So I said, okay, maybe it needs to be drained and everything. Drained it, this, that, and third. Maybe the thermostat is not on, this, that, and third. Went, changed all that, checked all that. Nothing. I hear the click, but it don't fire. I said, all right, okay. It could be the thermocouple. It could be, maybe the pilot light's out. It's not third. I call a plumber. Plumber comes. He says, hey, listen, I guess the igniter is messed up. Okay, fine. Because it's an oil boiler with an old igniter, go ahead, change the igniter. Once they change the igniter shoots off, boom, a whole bunch of smoke just comes through. Boom, boiler is fritzed. So now we got to go and replace the boiler. $8,000 in 2013. I had to go and figure out how I was going to pay the plumber and to replace the boiler. Everything cost about $8,000, but I had to do it. And if I didn't do it, it was very cold. I never forget, I think it was either probably in December, but I know it was 2013. And because of that, tenants were complaining, my own tenants were complaining, oh, we need heat. I had to go and I had to buy them space heaters and stuff like that, which I don't like to do, which I will tell you don't ever do. But because it was an emergency, I had to do that to make sure that they were warm and everything. So I did that and everything, and then had to go and take out a loan to pay for the boiler and everything. But I understand how, as a business, and at that time, I wasn't even a landlord. I was just making sure that my aunt's building was good. So I understand when you have boiler problems or heating problems and stuff like that, you got to make sure that's good. And for a business, it's hard. It's very, very difficult. So shout out to her to trying to do what needs to be done. I do feel that, in my opinion, it shouldn't have came this far, but it is what it is. This bakery is now put on the map. Of course, Staten Island is MAGA country. So Fox is going to run with it as best as they can because they're conservatives. And hey, let them run with it and let's see what happens. But let's continue.
So keep coming to Holterman's. I'd like to call up State Senator Jessica Scarcella-Spanton.
I'm going to listen to this a little bit. We're going to listen to this a little bit, and I want to see what the Fox News reporter says.
Thank you so much for putting this together, to our wonderful borough president, Vito Fasella, and to the Holterman family. Jill, give her a big round of applause. I think one thing all of the elected officials have in common is that Holterman's has been around our entire lives. My parents' entire lives, my grandparents' entire lives, probably our great-grandparents' entire lives. This is a staple in the Staten Island community, and one message is clear. You do not mess with Staten Island. That's right.
Amen.
I ain't gonna lie, and this is just me, and tell me, you in the comment section, you can tell me if I'm wrong. But if Whoopi Goldberg never even said anything, would people even be talking about that bakery? I don't think so. I don't think so. I'm talking about it because, of course, Whoopi said it and it's on the news. So I'm gonna, give my commentary. But would people be even talking about it? I don't think so. So this is good publicity to her. Just making sure that you guys say, for me to say that, it's very good publicity to her. I hope that she gets hella money so that she could either hire a lot of people or don't have to work as hard, because bakeries, they work hard. Bakers work hard. So hopefully she can get a good amount of money from this so that she can be able to relax, because I know this is probably a situation that kind of caused her a little stress.
Come together as a borough like no other. So just understand, Staten Islanders are going to shop at Holterman's. This is an amazing, amazing family establishment. I encourage everybody to get their Thanksgiving pastries here, everything else. Thank you so much for putting this together, and thank you to the Holterman family for giving us a historic, beautiful business for 146 years I just turned. Thank you.
Wow, that's amazing. 146 years. All right, let me see exactly what the reporter have to say.
And who got the party started? Well, that was the borough president, Vito Fasella in Staten Island, and he said these words: "This is the American story." Wow.
Okay.
So what did Whoopi Goldberg try to do to this woman in her bakery? Watch.
The place that made these refused to make them for me.
Oh, really?
Yes.
What? Oh.
No. Let me explain. They said that their ovens had gone down, all kinds of stuff, but folks went and got them anyway, which is why I'm not telling you who made them. But can't be because I'm a woman, but perhaps they did not like my politics.
Yeah.
Okay, the boiler was broken. I mean, you could hear the New York City councilman there. They brought
Oh boy. Listen, sometimes the best thing to do is if you have a situation, it's best to just handle it privately. You know, a simple handshake or a simple going there and saying, hey, what's going on? You got hella money, Whoopi. You got hella money. You could have gone there yourself and this, that, and the third. And if they said that, hey, the bakery thing like that, the boiler and ting and whatever, the oven and ting, you could have said, okay, you know what? I understand. What can I do to help? Because if you want it from that particular bakery, which means that they know how to make their stuff, you could have worked with them instead of trying to put them out there like that. But it backfired now. It backfired because now we see that, hey, people are like, hey, we ain't having it. Staten Island is a unique borough. You know, it's the only borough that you have to go across the bridge, the Verrazano. And there's some history with that Verrazano bridge. There's quite a few people that died, you know, making that bridge. There are men who are in the concrete for making that bridge, and shout out to them. Thank God that, you know, I know that I wish they didn't have to go, but they built something to connect Staten Island to Brooklyn, which is very, very good. Appreciate it.
Everybody to this, to those microphones.
Not political is what they're saying. This is just pure evil by Whoopi Goldberg trying to destroy a family business that's been in business for as long as they just said, just because it couldn't be that she might actually not get a cupcake on her birthday. And because she's such a lunatic, she thinks anything that doesn't go her way is some conspiracy theory against her and that everybody hates her. This is the intolerance of the...
I mean, I wouldn't go as far as saying that. And sometimes that's why I kind of stay away from Fox, because Fox be ultra conservative with it. And you be like, yo, come on. You know, like, she didn't really say all that now. She didn't say that they hate her and thing like that. She said that maybe it could be because of her politics. But of course, we know how Fox do things. We know that they're going to go to the far extreme and make it seem like it was something was said that it wasn't said. I didn't hear that from Whoopi. I do feel that it could have been handled privately, but that's just me. That's just my opinion as an independent. That's how I would have done it. I would have handled it privately and had a handshake and Ray in, and that's it.
The left. Like, I have no idea how these people voted, but I'm going to guess that some of the people that just spoke are probably Democrats. And thank goodness that they came out, and thank goodness that they said, you don't do this to our bakery. You don't do this to a family business. I hope there's a lawsuit here. I hope Whoopi Goldberg has to pay a huge, huge birthday check to this bakery. They deserve it.
I think ABC's on the hook here.
I hope they pay too then.
Because what we were just talking about, they don't mention Holterman's Bakery, but when you look up, by the way, everybody's Googling this so much now that you just put in 3 letters and it's the first
there.
thing that comes up.
Yeah, I Googled the bakery. I was like, wow.
They're iconic, those cupcakes.
Yes.
So they're in like every shot of what's being said while Whoopi's, you know, tearing this woman down and accusing her.
But listen, you know, I'm going to say this, guys. If I'm in Staten Island, which it's very rare for me to be in Staten Island without a car. But if I ever go to Staten Island and I'm near that area, I believe the bakery is on Arthur Kill Road, if I'm not mistaken. If you guys can tell me where exactly the bakery is in the comment section, I greatly appreciate it. And if you can tell me if you go to that bakery or have gone to that bakery, I would appreciate that too. I do feel that it was kind of blown out of proportion. I felt that Whoopi was wrong. And also, I can kind of say that some of these conservatives, you know how they blow things out of proportion. And rightfully so, liberals do the same thing. This is why I don't really like the far left and the far right, because they kind of will blow things out of super proportion. You'd be like, yo, what's wrong with you? But that's the way they are. That's the way they do things. But shout out to Fox for bringing this news feed. And shout out to The View, because, hey, if they didn't have The View, we would have never even known about this. So shout out to Whoopi Goldberg. Shout out to the ladies of The View. I appreciate them. And all I can say is this, guys, if you are in that area, Staten Island, and you see the bakery, go support the person. Okay, that bakery been around for 146 years. You know, it's, in my opinion, that's a very good bakery, because if for them to be around in my opinion, for them to be around for 146 years means that they've been good. So let's look at that and let's do what needs to be done. Let's support them. And let's not spew hate and try to make people lose their businesses, because that's not needed. We all in this country together. We all trying to make money, and we all trying to live this life in America. Well, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I greatly appreciate it. I would appreciate it if you found this video interesting, informative, funny, crazy, outrageous, even to like the video. That would greatly help me out. Make some comments. Tell me if you're going to go to that bakery and possibly buy some pastries and stuff like that. Tell me if you've been to that bakery before and you love the bakery. Tell me how you feel about what Whoopi Goldberg said. Tell me what you feel about what Fox News said. Let me know, because I want to hear from you. And last but not least, if you're not subscribed to this channel, I greatly appreciate it if you do subscribe. Why? I'm a new YouTuber and I'm trying to grow, and I'm trying to reach over 1,000 subscribers by my birthday on December 14th. So please help a brother out. Thank you for watching. Be safe out there. I love each and every one of you. Peace.